Do we have another caller? We do have another caller. Who's the caller? Hello?
Hi. It's Mom. Do I get to win?
No, there's weird.
Yeah.
There's weird
It's
clauses.
Becky's mom.
Come on, I did this within 5 minutes.
Yes, she gets it.
No.
It's the fair thing to do. Yeah, it's absolutely fair, Becky. Now your mom.
Now Becky's mom's gonna learn how to kick her ass.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I wouldn't do that to Becky. I don't want it because I would drop dead there.
Oh.
But I
I'll
just
just
wanted
kick her in the
Becky to
hip.
be aware that I wouldn't miss her show. I'm not asleep.
Oh,
thank you.
That's
You're
sweet.
listening.
Could have emailed that.
Oh, that's sweet.
And
She
the
had that
thing
easy,
about the
man.
bee, when she said I wouldn't come home, that's not true. I would have come home to get the
Oh, this is sweet. You know, she actually did think that you were sleeping right now.
bee. Yeah, because I said I might, but I can't do that.
You're such a nice mom.
I sit up
For
and
those
I
of
play
for
solitaire
the
and I listen.
for those of you listening, Becky is now bright red.
Oh,
And blotchy, extra blotchy.
I matched my sweater.
That is great. Well,
all right. Well, I'm going to hang up now so somebody else can get in within that 5 minutes.
all right.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the phones are booming.
Racing.
Well, we're gonna take those calls off the air. So the hundreds.
Yeah, of course. We're going to do that off the air. But thank you, Becky's mom, for calling.
Okay.
Okay,
Have
thank
a great
you.
rest of the night.
You
Thank
too.
you. Bye.
I love
Bye-bye.
it when your mom calls
Make
because
my bed.
the level of discomfort,
Make my bed.
the level of discomfort you have is just so appealing to
It's
me.
not my mom. It's my roommate.
Right.
We live together.
She's delirious.
Who's that lady? Who are you? No, I love you.
Are you a difficult person, Becky?
You're what?
In
Yes.
general, just
Yeah. Are you difficult, Lee? Would you consider yourself difficult?
I try to be, especially on radio shows. Try to make it as difficult as possible.
No, you're actually a nice guy. But I have this audio clip that Trevor's going to play. This is from Fox News. Go ahead, Trev.
Who doesn't have a difficult colleague, friend, or family member? The bad news, oftentimes you're forced to interact with these people on a daily basis.
Is that true, Becky?
And they could have a personality disorder. But the good news is there are simple ways you can learn to deal with their behaviors.
A person with a paranoid personality, someone who
Tino.
is very much preoccupied with loyalty of other people. It is a person who constantly scans the environment and other people looking for possible indications or signs of some sort of deception.
The solution? Dr. Torton suggests stick to conversation topics that are safe and not too personal. Avoid any signs of criticisms or attack, and refrain from using language that is patronizing or condescending.
Narcissistic person really believes that she is better than you, essentially.
That's you.
And that because I am as that person, I'm better than you, I am entitled to expect you to do things for me. I'm entitled to be focused exclusively on my own needs and kind of disregard.
Yeah,
yours.
you know, I thought that too.
Deal with those egomaniacs. Don't be defensive with this person. It could trigger a fight. And try to make yourself an important part of his or her world in order to keep up the relationship.
There you go.
That is essentially a person
like they followed
who
me
is
around.
dealing with
People
a lot
need
of
to know about this
internal-
stuff.
Call it
A lot of wackos
insecurity
walking
or
around.
internal
Like
anxiety
you.
and internal
Why are we doing this
conflicts.
again?
And the way of
Educating the people.
resolving
Trailing
internal
off.
conflicts is by
Talking over the
organizing
soundbite.
the external environment.
Dr. Torton is talking about obsessive-compulsive disorder, which can make others jumpy. Try acknowledging their hard work with compliments. Compromise with them when possible. And also avoid conflict.
Compliment me?
And Dr.
I like
Torton
your
reminds
sweater.
us we
Thank
all have
you.
a little bit of these
This
personalities
guy's a
in
genius.
ourselves.
Yeah, he's
So
good.
treat
He's
others as you
really,
would like to
really
be treated.
bright. So wait, avoid conflict with difficult people. Wow.
It's like an animal show.
Yeah.
Watch it
Yeah.
as it jumps. You know, it's just
Fire is hot.
Yeah. This
don't
is a
confront
video
them.
shown to people that have been lowered down from outer space.
Don't go near people who seem difficult.
I figure that there's some college kids out there and some other people who are in different states of mental states who might really appreciate this kind of.
Well, so we should send him to Tino's class to kick ass.
Oh, that's why I'm
Be all
going.
set.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm one of those people.
I know you love Perez Hilton, right? You love the blog.
I love?
Well, you're into that. You read the blog.
I'll read it. 'cause
I don't know that he'd return that love.
Yeah, I
No.
don't think so. And I'm not a big fan. I like
You're
other
not a big.
No,
what
I'm-
about you, Lee? Do you follow this gentleman, like his ramblings? Or
I
not?
do not, unless he does something that's all over CNN.
I know he got punched out.
Well, let's go to
Who'd he
clip
get-
number 2.
Who'd he get punched over?
Hang on.
That's coming.
Celebrity blogger Perez Hilton punched out by a black eyed pea.
By a black
That's
eyed
what
pea.
Yeah.
Hilton said.
A black
What
guy.
happened
That's
to
what I
me
heard.
in Toronto
Oh my god.
happened to me as a human being, and it should not happen to anyone.
I love this song.
After
I'm okay with them
arguing
punching out.
Will.i.am
More
at a
songs
Toronto
like this.
nightclub, Hilton says the group's manager, Polo Molina, punched him out.
Good name, too.
Wow.
Polo
Hilton
Molina.
allegedly
I got punched
sustained a
out by the
black
black
eye.
eyed peas.
Another person
Fergie
should
bitch
never
slapped
be
me.
hit.
Hilton tweeted shortly after about being punched.
He
claiming
tweeted.
in a 4 a.m. posting that
That's quite a
"Unbelievable, please,
response.
to file a police report." No
If
joke.
punched, tweet a
Hilton, whose
response
real name is Mario
immediately.
All the cops
Bandera,
once.
said in an interview with
He
the
tweeted the
Associated
entire.
Press,
Oh my God! I
he
just
argued
got
with
punched.
Will.i.am after the
10 minutes
musician
later.
told
Can someone
Hilton
call the
not to
cops
write
for
about
me?
his band on his website.
You're on your phone.
Will.i.am countered
There you
to
go.
dipdive.com, saying the accusation was false and that
Bang, bang,
Hilton is
bang.
somebody that wants mad attention.
I'm gonna use this song at the gym.
I like this song.
Alicia Quarles, The Associated Press, New York.
See that?
2000 and late.
Can I just ask
I
a
totally
question?
went there. I know that one line.
You know the line.
I know that one line. I was like, I'm
We
dancing.
agree that we like the Black Eyed Peas. Is that true? Lane, you like them?
I like some of their older stuff, and then they got all My Humps, and it was pretty bad.
When Fergie came along, because I remember the stuff when
Yeah.
they did with like what the hell is her name, Macy Gray, and like I mean
Yeah.
they were
They
really,
used to be good.
I like them still.
I really, but I did not like
I'm
the
still
way
a Will.i.am fan.
he's awesome,
yeah.
and in Wolverine he looked great.
Yeah, he looked cool in his hat.
Yes.
Can I ask a question? The guy in the Black Eyed Peas, the Spanish dude with the long hair, what does he do?
He's
Anybody
one
know?
of the rappers.
No, he doesn't do anything.
Does he make the beats? Because there's some guy that goes when they say drop the beats, someone drops the beats. So
I-
maybe that's him.
Is that his purpose? He's a beat dropper?
You should be like a private eye or something.
Someone
You're
drop it.
You're right on top of
She's
that.
like, when the beats are dropped, I see that they're dropped. That's all I'm saying.
That guy goes over and drops them.
Someone-
You see the music in front of you.
Yes.
Someone droppeth the beats. That's all I'm saying.
I'm good at what I do, and you know what? You're gonna know what Leap Camp is in Korea by the end of tonight.
You should be an investigative reporter. You really should.
You really are good. You have a distinct talent. You're just very
You would have
observant.
never known who the guy was.
Anyone out there, if you were trying to find out who drops beats,
That guy from
contact us immediately.
It's the guy with
We
the
have
long
a
hair.
beat drop specialist on hand.
You're just so matter of fact. You were quick.
It made sense.
You satisfied my curiosity
Good.
instantly. I know what he does. He's a beat dropper. You are good.
Whatever.
You are good.
Continue.
I have another obscure story. Number 3 there, Trev.
Me and my husband were back there snooping around, and we seen the casket, but we didn't pay no mind to it.
This San Antonio, Texas woman
I
and
love
her
that we gave
husband
no intro to this
eventually
story.
made a
No intro at
gruesome
all.
discovery in a shed behind an abandoned funeral home.
We opened it all the way, and there was a body in there.
Now officials want to know why the body of a woman who died in 2004 was still unburied and abandoned. Forest Park Funeral Home claims Ada
Well,
Young's
you know,
family
shovels are
couldn't
expensive.
afford
Yeah, they
to
are.
pay for a funeral or her
Wants to
burial.
dig.
Why
It's-
couldn't they find a way to work
Play
with
Sega.
the family to that
PlayStation.
person that was in that casket?
The owner says he was holding Young's body until her family could pay for proper services.
God.
The business relocated
Horrible.
more
Is
than
that
once,
horrible?
but he moved the body every time. Another move
He
for the
moved the
business
body
and an
every
illness in
time.
the family
Not
made it a
burying it.
stressful time for him. It also appears that the funeral home had financial issues of its own. KABB is reporting the building's landlord says the business moved because the funeral director couldn't afford the rent.
He
The funeral
moved and
director
brought
says
the body
he doesn't
with
know
him?
how
4
Young's
times.
body
Where
ended
did he
up
put
in
the
their
body? Like
old
in the back of
shed.
his Camaro? Like,
But she was found.
Maybe.
so that
Well,
she
yeah,
could
just
be
throw the
laid to
body in
rest
the back.
In the cooler. He's got a big cooler.
Authorities are still
next to the buds.
investigating the incident. Ed Donahue, The Associated Press.
I love stories like this that are just so absurd that just I love them. I love them. It's just ridiculous. Who
can't
does
really imagine anyone getting to that point in their life.
that? No, it's that's like steps away from Psycho. Like, I'm surprised they didn't sew him up. sew her up.
Like when he and his colleagues sat down and made the decision, you think they're like, all right, so we just store the body in the shed.
Sounds like a
And his,
sound business
his
decision.
partner was like, that's perfect.
I've got those little trees. I can put
answer.
those up wherever. I got coconut. I got new car. Covered up, no problem. That's great.